Most people enjoy the outdoors to some extent. It's lovely spending time in nature, right? Not always, it seems. Actually, some people even plan to go into the woods to experience nature at its absolute finest. Oh, the peace and the serenity, and the animals and fresh air. It sounds divine. But did no one tell you about some incidents that occurred? Did anyone see the Blair Witch movie? Well, yeah. So in this installment of our top 10, these scary things actually happened in real life to these unsuspecting people. And we're going to share all 10 with you right now. So hold on to your heartbeat as we discover the 10 scary things caught on camera in the woods. Number 10. So let's get our countdown started now. Here we have Native American ghosts coming in at number 10. These are the keepers of the land. Their souls remain in the third dimensional realm of Earth, even though their bodies have died. They are the protection and are part of Native American folklore. In this footage, we can see that there are multiple creepy energies that come from this particular and very mysterious place. In fact, these ghosts have been sighted here for generations, and being so deep in the forest is quite surreal for visitors, it seems. Other sightings have been regular, and many people only stay for the day because they are too afraid to camp overnight. The darkness brings these entities out more often, so we're told, and make sure you don't break down near this place. This footage is in the Freetown State Forest. This place is the most haunted forest in America, and especially at night. It is said that there are multiple Native American ghosts who protect the area, and it is also said that many people visiting have committed suicide after spending too long in these woods. We definitely feel scared just looking at this place, and being there is very spooky. Many people get different feelings from the historical place, and it's hard to know exactly how each individual will feel when visiting this strange place. Unfortunately, the place has been marked by vandals with graffiti, changing the beauty of the landscape and bringing an extra sense of spooky to the already tainted area. How does this footage make you feel? Number 9. The number 9 scariest thing caught on camera in the woods is stalkers. Yep, you heard us right. Some people actually enjoy following other people in the woods just to scare them. They've obviously been watching way too many scary movies, and pranks like this are really cruel, even if they are popular as part of pop culture. Some people can even get hurt or have medical episodes if they're on the wrong side of these pranks. It's no joke, really. Doing a stunt like that on purpose isn't a good idea. We don't recommend it. Nah. This footage shows two friends in Pennsylvania who had to venture through the woods at nighttime to get to an abandoned city so they could ghost hunt there. But they obviously weren't there on their own. These guys heard whistling and footsteps in the wooded area and were definitely freaked out at how they felt about it. They were miles from anywhere, and it felt as though their hairs were standing on end. Not a great idea moving through the woods at night when stalkers are on the prowl. They said it was the scariest feeling ever, and we believe them. Number 8. At number 8, we have a scenario where we have wild animals as the next most scariest thing caught on camera in the woods. Wild animals live there, people. Surely this is camping 101. There should be a manual for this, right? Here, footage was taken as a guy drove through the forest during a full moon. He was constantly moving branches to get them off the icy road, and at the end it goes to darkness, and we hear what sounds like a cougar or lion-like animal making sounds. Although we can't see what's going on, this is one of the most scariest sounds imaginable when driving through the woods during a full moon. Especially seeing as this guy kept getting out of his car the whole time. Why on earth didn't he just stay home? This really was a scary adventure for this unsuspecting guy. Number 7. The 7th pick for our countdown is bears. Yep, the animal that takes the cake for being one of the most scary things to encounter in the woods is definitely a bear. Bears are predatory animals and will act according to how they feel in any given moment. Coming close to a bear is one of the most scariest things that could happen to a human when venturing in the woods. The footage we found is super scary and could have had some dire consequences for sure. Bears are definitely built to fight and are also designed for the habitat they live in. Their claws can quite easily kill someone if they are placed into human flesh. They also get super hungry and can become aggressive very quickly. This video shows a man on his bike being followed by a brown bear. What a terrifying encounter. He was exceptionally lucky that the bear was frightened of the local gunshots at the time. Number 6. The next scary thing that is seen inhabiting the woods is Bigfoot. Popular in folklore and known worldwide as an ape-like hairy creature that's taller than a regular man. Bigfoot is taken on screen by several men who are walking during the night. In the trees, they see the dark gorilla-like creature, watching them with its eyes through the leaves. It's definitely something to make your hair stand on end. It looks as though it's a wild animal. Imagine it decided to come down to say hi. We're not really a big fan of that idea. In truth, many Bigfoot sightings have said that the creature has black fur, as opposed to brown or red variations of the sightings. Maybe they're like humans and have variations in hair or fur color. Anyway, this footage most definitely looks realer than real. We got scared, did you? Number 5. The next spot weighing in at number 5 is for this scary thing. A man walking in the woods sighted a gun, and it wasn't just discarded, but there was blood around it as well. It really made this guy feel very uncomfortable, especially seeing that he was all alone and walking without anyone else around. The shininess of the blood makes it look as though the blood is still wet. So did something really horrible just occur only moments before he arrived there? It's definitely a hard thing to know. The man is definitely scared by his findings and believes that he may have stumbled across a murder. Let's hope he did the right thing and contacted the local authorities to report it. We hope it was just a prank for Halloween and not a real murder. Number 4. The number 4 most scary thing found in the woods is definitely paranormal activity. Ghosts and sounds from them can be very eerie. Sometimes strange movements and sightings also point to the paranormal when out in the woods. The famous movie, The Blair Witch Project, captures this essence perfectly. And did you know that every year myriads of people go searching for them? Oh, and many do. Most certainly encounter them as they make their way through the various woodlands worldwide. That's way too scary for us. Trying to not be scared from the knocking sounds is way too much for this father and daughter combo. They are both finding their time in the woods a little too close for comfort. Their adrenaline is on high alert, and it looks like it might be time to leave the scenario and venture home. Number 3. At number 3 for the most scary thing caught on camera in the woods is the abandoned cabin. In fact, many campers go inside and even investigate these places on purpose and even set up their campsites right next to them in the dark of the night. Would you be game enough to do so? We think we might have to say a big no to that one. Some places are definitely haunted, and sometimes when something is abandoned, it's meant to be so for a reason. So we're wondering why on earth you would want to trespass into a place you know nothing about. And this is a particularly great question if this place is 1, abandoned, and 2, located in the middle of a vast woodland. It cries out as a big no-no, doesn't it? Yeah, well, it does for us. Some people really are asking for a scary time by being so nosy, and in the spirit realm, sometimes it's best to leave it be. We've all seen those really scary movies where there's woods and that one abandoned cabin. Even those kids from the nursery rhyme were a bit too keen in the classic known as Hansel and Gretel. So we think you should not go. We repeat, not go searching inside abandoned places, and especially not if they're in the middle of the woods, okay? Good. We're glad we could help you with that one. You can thank us later. Number 2. Are you ready for our best pick? It's number 2, unknown entities. On the Umatilla Reservation in the United States, we bring you these terrifying creatures. Did you see that? Ugh. When friends go venturing into the woodlands, they're greeted by a laughing sound that sounds like a hyena, but the entity seems to go quiet after a time. They even try to call it. That's a bit silly. There seems to be more than one making these sounds. The friends are far too scared to go venturing into the woodland further, fearing the legend they have heard about the evil entities who delight in scaring people. We don't blame them for not going onward. It's good that they have some self-care mechanisms in place. Number 1. Okay, so we made it to number 1. Are you ready to find out what it is? The scariest find in the woods that we could find after looking and searching for a very long time is the very eerie find of a missing person shrine. Yep, in October 2016, a guy by the name of James Rankin found it. He was venturing near Huntington, New York. Each of the people mentioned there were placed on trees as flyers and waterproof covers, signifying many missing people in different locations throughout the United States as a whole. In fact, Rankin also found a dirty blanket and canned food, and a cage-like structure that seemed to be a trap of some kind made from branches. This was not only scary but spine-chilling. Over 24 posters were found of real missing people. Rankin alerted police at the time of this find, believing it to be a serial killer's trophy place. Police looked into the find and said it was merely a staged event for a Halloween get-together. Rankin still believes that the police know more than they are stating, and perhaps even keeping a low profile due to the very real matters surrounding the find. It's definitely scary creepy. Oh my gosh, are you still with us? Those were really scary, and those people really had no idea that they were going to be caught so off guard in those scary situations. It really makes you rethink planning out an adventure in the woods, right? Thanks for joining us for this very scary video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing top 10 countdowns. Comment below if you've experienced a scary time in the woods, because we'd definitely love to hear about it. Stay tuned for our next video. We'll see you real soon.